Welcome to Live Interactive English. I'm Matt.
And I'm Sam.
And today we are reading an article called How Sleep Positions Affect Health.
Okay. Now this is actually kind of an interesting thing because I feel like we don't really think that much about how am I going to lay when I sleep. We just kind of go, oh, this is comfy, and then go to bed. Or at least I do. I don't know if you personally really think about it. But it does matter which way you sleep as far as different health benefits, which is kind of also interesting to think about because now that I have kids, I see my kids and I go, okay, there's not just the health benefits that we are going to talk about in this article. It's also the health benefits of not getting hurt when they sleep. Because I have to say, kids roll, or again, at least my kids, they roll all around and they end up from their bed to the floor and they just end up upside down. And I'm just like, oh, there's a whole new world of sleep health besides just what does your sleep position actually mean when you have kids.
Well, it sounds like your kids have tried all the different sleep positions they can, upside down even. So maybe they're getting all the benefits of these different sleeping positions?
Maybe all the benefits or none of the benefits. We'll see. But maybe they should write a paper about it and say, well, when I sleep upside down, I felt like my brain got more blood or something like that. But I even have one silly story. One time when we were on a vacation. So it was me and my two kids, and I had me in one bed, my son in another bed, and my daughter was a lot smaller, so I put her on the floor in between the two beds and made like a little bed for her. I woke up and I rolled over to just check on everyone, and she was just gone. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna try not to panic. And then when I went down and looked, she was all the way under the hotel bed.
Okay.
Still totally asleep. No idea how she got under there. It was only like this big, and I had to kind of grab her and slide her back out, and she slept through the whole thing.
Okay, well, maybe there are some benefits to sleeping under a hotel bed.
Maybe.
But anyway, today we're going to learn some of the health benefits or how your health is affected by your different sleeping positions.
Sleep is a vital natural process that allows your mind and body to recover. During sleep, your body conserves energy while cells repair themselves. The position you sleep in plays an important role in maximizing these benefits. Most people tend to settle into one of several common sleep positions, each with its own advantages and disadvantages. Sleeping on your back is considered one of the healthiest options because it helps reduce joint pressure and supports proper spinal alignment, which may benefit people with neck or lower back pain.
Hi there! Today we are reading an article called How Sleep Positions Affect Health. So we're going to learn about the different ways you can sleep and how that might affect how your body is doing, how your health is.
So we are going to jump right into the article and we read, sleep is a vital natural process that allows your mind and body to recover. During sleep, your body conserves energy while cells repair themselves. Okay, so again, I think everybody knows that sleep is important, but you might not always know what's really going on inside of your body while you are asleep. And as you can see, very important.
The position you sleep in plays an important role in maximizing these benefits. Okay, so the position you sleep in will have an effect on whether or not your brain is recovering or repairing properly. And so you really want to maximize those benefits. So a benefit is something helpful or good that comes as a result of something else. So in this case, a benefit of a good sleep would be that your mind is going to be repaired, it's going to be fresh, ready for the next day. You're going to feel good if you've had a good sleep. An example sentence, fresh air and peace are benefits of living in the countryside.
Yes, and so as we continue on, we see most people tend to settle into one of several common sleep positions, each with its own advantages and disadvantages. So we have a few different sleep positions because, again, unless you're a child, like my children, there aren't a ton of different ways you can actually lay while you're sleeping, and it says each of them kind of have some advantages and disadvantages.
All right, let's go to Hanny.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。这2天的课程主题是睡姿与健康。睡眠让我们的大脑跟身体可以充分恢复。那在睡眠期间，身体会储存能量，细胞也同时会进行自我修复。那么睡眠姿势攸关于我们能不能充分获得这些好处。好，那单字 benefit 它当名词就表示好处、益处，也可以当动词来表达对什么什么有益。那这边有一个重点是 allow somebody to 加上原形动词，表示使某人能够做某事，或是允许某人做某事。例如 The museum doesn't allow visitors to take photos. 那间博物馆不允许游客拍照。那补充一下 let somebody 加上原形动词也可以表达相同意思。例如 Chloe's parents won't let her have a pet. Chloe 的爸妈不让她养宠物。那我们接着回到课文中。
Okay, thank you, Hanny. So let's get back into the article. Sleeping on your back is considered one of the healthiest options because it helps reduce joint pressure and supports proper spinal alignment, which may benefit people with neck or lower back pain. Okay, well that makes sense that if you are lying on your back straight, that your spine would be, properly aligned, and that's gotta be good for you, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, but I feel like this actually matters about your mattress a lot too, because I have had different kinds of mattresses throughout the years, and I feel some of them, when I lay on my back, are actually maybe too soft, and it actually ends up hurting more than maybe laying on my side. I think this is very interesting, but I'm not a very big fan of sleeping on my back. It's too, I don't know. Not very comfortable.
I like to start sleeping on my back until I'm almost asleep, and then I'll change after that.
Okay, all right. All right, well, let's go ahead and go over to Hanny.
我们先来看仰睡。仰睡被认为是最健康的睡姿之一，它有助于减轻关节压力，维持脊椎的正确排列。那这对颈部或是下背痛的人可能有帮助。Sam 老师提到床垫的软硬支撑度也会有影响。那老师说的 mattress 就是指床垫。我们继续回到课文中。
Okay, thank you, Hanny. So we have seen one sleeping position so far, and it is helpful for your joints and your spine to sleep on your back. But again, there are many different ways to sleep, and I would guess that a lot of you out there do not fall into the sleeping on your back category. So we will have to wait until the next part to see what are the advantages of the other positions.
However, this position can worsen snoring and sleep apnea, as gravity allows the tongue and soft tissues in the throat to collapse backward, partially blocking the airway. For this reason, back sleeping may not be suitable for everyone, especially those with breathing issues during sleep. Stomach sleeping is generally believed to offer the least support for your body. While it may reduce snoring in certain individuals by keeping airways more open, this minor benefit comes with many problems. Stomach sleeping forces your neck to twist to one side for extended periods, which places stress on your spine and leads to back pain, muscle strain, and joint discomfort. Additionally, breathing may become restricted due to pressure on your chest.
All right, welcome back. So we just learned about some of the advantages of sleeping on your back, that it is good for your joints and also helps to align your spine correctly. But it's not all good things because there are some disadvantages too.
Yes, and so as we look at our article, we see, however, this position can worsen snoring and sleep apnea, as gravity allows the tongue and soft tissues in the throat to collapse backwards, partially blocking the airway. So in this, we saw this word sleep apnea. Maybe you have heard of it, maybe you have not, but this is a fairly common sleep condition that happens to a lot of people. And it's basically when you're sleeping, again, your airway is partially blocked, but some people actually stop breathing for a little bit when they have sleep apnea, and they might cough and kind of wake themselves up. But it can be really dangerous. And so if you think you might have that, or you know somebody who might have that, it's good to get it checked out, because there's an actual sleeping machine that helps you breathe better and make sure your airway is clear the entire time that you are sleeping. And then we also had this verb collapse. So collapse just means that something has kind of fallen down. So you might have built up a tower and then it got knocked over, so it collapsed. But we use this term a lot in kind of medical situations where something might be meant to be a certain way or structurally a certain shape, and it kind of, for whatever reason, maybe an injury, or in this case, sleeping on your back, the muscles or the organ or whatever it might be kind of shrunk down or relaxed, and it's not holding the shape that it is supposed to hold. And so we see that in this example sentence. It says, the doctor explained that the man's lung had collapsed. Now, a lung is normally kind of a balloon shape, and it can kind of expand and collapse and expand and collapse. But if it actually collapses, that means it might have gotten punctured and it's no longer able to expand. It's scrunched and broken in some way, and they need to try to fix it.
All right, we had another word in there which was partially. Partially is an adverb, and it means in part, to some extent, and not completely. So when these things at the back of your mouth collapse, they might partially block your breathing. They don't completely block it, but they're going to block it to some extent and make it more difficult for you to breathe. And that's not good for your sleep or for your health at all. So an example sentence, the road to the north of the town is partially closed. All right, getting back to the article. For this reason, back sleeping may not be suitable for everyone, especially those with breathing issues during sleep.
Yes, and so we have this noun issues in this sentence, and an issue is just a problem. So something that is something that you might need to try to fix, or something that you need to work around. You have some type of problem. So our example sentence says, Ellie raised an important issue during the meeting. So she had a problem with something, maybe with the project they're working on. She said, this doesn't seem quite right. So she decided to tell everybody that this might be a problem in the meeting.
All right, well now it's time to go to Hanny.
仰睡的缺点是，它可能会加重打鼾和睡眠呼吸中止症，因为重力会让舌头跟喉部软组织向后塌陷，进而部分的阻塞呼吸道。那因此呢，仰睡可能不适合所有人，尤其是睡眠有呼吸问题的人。好，那么单字 collapse 这个动词就表示塌下、倒塌或者是瓦解。那么单字例句提到肺部塌陷，这时候 Sam 老师有用到两个动词，一个是 puncture 表示刺穿或者是戳破，还有 scrunch 表示缩小或是收缩。下一个单字 partially 这个副词表示部分的、不完全的。那么 issue 这个名词表示问题、议题。那我们接着课文中。
Okay, and we are back. So now we know that there are some bad things about sleeping on your back, as well as some advantages. So it can make it hard for you to breathe and might cause you to snore.
Yes, and so let's go ahead and get into our next sleeping position, which is sleeping on your stomach. So our article says, stomach sleeping is generally believed to offer the least support for your body. While it may reduce snoring in certain individuals by keeping airways more open, this minor benefit comes with many problems.
Stomach sleeping forces your neck to twist to one side for extended periods, which places stress on your spine and leads to back pain, muscle strain, and joint discomfort. Okay, so that's a lot of negatives already right there. And that all just comes from sleeping with your neck turned for an extended time. So this adjective extended means stretched out or longer than usual. It can mean longer as in something that is physically longer, or in this case, as in a length of time. It's longer than you might have normally had or might usually expect. Example sentence, the hotel offers discounts on extended stays.
Yes, and then as we read, it says, additionally, breathing may become restricted due to pressure on your chest. So far it's like, oh, maybe you will snore less, but there are way more disadvantages, it seems like, to sleeping on your stomach because you're also putting pressure on your chest, which could restrict your breathing. And so we have this adjective restricted. Restricted just means that you are not able to move freely in some way. So in this case, when in our article, we are talking about you are not able to breathe as freely as you can because there's some pressure that is kind of making that space smaller than you would normally expect. So you're able to actually breathe to this way, to this far, but because you're being kind of crushed, you're only restricted to this far. So our example sentence says, the sign said this area is restricted to staff only. So in this example sentence, you have the whole area of maybe a store or a department store or whatever it might be, but you are not able to move freely to all of the places. There is one place that is blocked off that only staff can go to.
All right, well, let's check in with Hanny.
接着来看趴睡。趴睡通常被认为对身体的支撑最少。虽然对某些人而言，趴睡能让呼吸道比较畅通，减少打鼾，但这个姿势会迫使脖子长时间向一侧扭转，那就对脊椎造成了负担，进而引发背痛啊、肌肉拉伤啊，或者是关节不适等等。而且呢，胸部受到压迫也可能会让呼吸受阻。好，来看单字 extended。这个形容词是形容长期的、持久的或者是延长的。Restricted 则是形容受限制的、受阻的或是受控制的。那这边有一个重点是，主词 be believed to 加上原形动词，可以表达句性怎么样，一般认为怎么样。这个句型可以改写为 it 当虚主词的句型，也就是 it is 或者是 it was believed 加上 that 子句。举例来说 ，The temple is believed to be over 800 years old， 也可以改写成 It is believed that the temple is over 800 years old。一般认为那座寺庙有超过800年的历史。补充一下，如果这个事件或动作发生是在说话之前，那么不定词 to be 要改成不定词完成式 to have 加 pp。那么 that 子句的时态则是要用过去式或者是现在完成式。例如 ，The temple is believed to have been built in the 13th century， 也可以改写成 It is believed that the temple was built in the 13th century。一般认为那座寺庙建于13世纪。好，那我们接回到课文中。
Okay, today we have learned about a couple of sleeping positions on your back and on your stomach. We've learned that those both have some advantages and disadvantages, although in the case of stomach sleeping, it seems like mostly disadvantages.
Yes.
But we still have some more sleeping positions to learn about and how those might benefit you or how they might not benefit you at all. So let's review the article again and we'll see you tomorrow.
Sleep is a vital natural process that allows your mind and body to recover. During sleep, your body conserves energy while cells repair themselves. The position you sleep in plays an important role in maximizing these benefits. Most people tend to settle into one of several common sleep positions, each with its own advantages and disadvantages. Sleeping on your back is considered one of the healthiest options because it helps reduce joint pressure and supports proper spinal alignment, which may benefit people with neck or lower back pain. However, this position can worsen snoring and sleep apnea, as gravity allows the tongue and soft tissues in the throat to collapse backward, partially blocking the airway. For this reason, back sleeping may not be suitable for everyone, especially those with breathing issues during sleep. Stomach sleeping is generally believed to offer the least support for your body. While it may reduce snoring in certain individuals by keeping airways more open, this minor benefit comes with many problems. Stomach sleeping forces your neck to twist to one side for extended periods, which places stress on your spine and leads to back pain, muscle strain, and joint discomfort. Additionally, breathing may become restricted due to pressure on your chest.
最后，我们来复习今天课文里的单字文法。单字的部分有 benefit， 当名词表示好处、益处；当动词表示对什么有益。collapse， 动词表示塌下、倒塌、瓦解。partially， 副词表示部分的、不完全的。issue， 名词表示问题、议题。extended 是形容长期的、持久的或延长的。restricted 则是形容受限制的、受阻的、受控制的。文法的部分，第一个学到 allow somebody to 加原形动词，可以表达使某人能够做某事，允许某人做某事。第二个学到主词 be believed to 加原形动词，则是表达据信怎么样，一般认为怎么样。好，那以上是今天的讲解，同学们别走开，马上回来哦。
Welcome to Which One Fits, the game where we tackle confusing English words.
I'm really excited about this one.
Today, we're going to sort out the difference between empathy and sympathy.
Let's quickly go over the rules before we start.
In Which One Fits, we'll read a sentence with a blank, and you have to choose between empathy and sympathy.
So join us and challenge your English intuition.
All right, here's your first sentence. She offered her blank to her friend who had lost a loved one. Which one fits?
That should be sympathy.
Correct. Sympathy means feeling concern or sorrow for someone else's misfortune. Next sentence. He always treats people with blank, putting himself in their shoes. Which one fits?
That's empathy.
Spot on. Empathy is when you truly understand and share another person's feelings. Excellent work. You nailed this round. All right, time to break it down.
First, empathy is a noun that refers to the ability to understand and share someone else's feelings. For example, a good counselor needs empathy to really connect with their clients.
Right. It's used when you can truly relate to someone and see things from their perspective.
Now, sympathy is also a noun, but it refers to feeling concern, pity, or care for someone else's situation. For example, he expressed his sympathy to the family after their dog passed away.
It's about recognizing someone's pain without necessarily experiencing it yourself.
Simply put, empathy is about feeling someone else's emotions, while sympathy is understanding their emotions.
Once you know the difference, it's really easy to remember.
Now, here's something fun. A sentence can use both words. She first felt sympathy for her friend, but experiencing the same struggles herself gave her true empathy.
So both are emotional responses, but empathy is immersive and sympathy is more distant.
Right. And now you'll never mix them up again.
Until next time, keep learning.
Bye-bye.